Man, say man, what's good YouTube? Trizzy gang in the hood. Man, Trizzy gang, what's good, family? I'm not gonna lie, shout out to my boy Post 2K. I feel like I haven't reacted to a Post 2K video since like early 2025. Like, it has been a minute since I react to a Post 2K video, and what a great way to come back to his channel than a Steph Curry video. That was late, but it is what it is, all right? It didn't hit. It didn't hit. It is what it is. You feel me? You forgot about 2015 Curry. Now, trust me. I'm going to be real. There are definitely probably things that I forgot about 2015 Curry, but I know about 2015 Curry. This is my dad. This is my pops. This is my father. And I'm going to be real with y'all. 2015 Curry is not the best Curry. A lot of people like to say that, but it really isn't. If you know ball, you know that 2021 Curry was the best Curry of all time. Let's just be real. As for him being polished. Now, I would say 2015 Curry was the most raw Steph Curry. Like, I would say that because he was just streaky. Like, he really played low-key some street ball. Like, if you really paid attention to Curry in 2015, he was really playing street ball out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when he was really dancing on folks. I mean, I know in 2021 he was dancing on folks, but like I said, he was more polished, so he had more of a mature game. But he still know how to get to it. But in 2015, bro, this man was like embarrassing, folks. I think that's the year I don't think that's the year that he did the two CP3 crossover. I don't think it was 2015. I think those were 2014. I think those were 2014. I could be wrong. These were 2014. But like, even in the finals that year, like, bro was just going stupid. You feel me? Shout out to Curry. Shout out to my pops, man. Shout out to Post 2K. We're going to get straight to this, man. If you're new, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Turn on post notifications to be notified whenever I post a new video, man. This month, we going stupid. It's not like it's just this month, y'all. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say like I've not been posting, but I've been a little inconsistent as for my posting. So, trust me, I'm on that, y'all. We are on that, bro. It is grind now or grind never. You feel me? That's the season I'm in. Grind now or grind never. You feel me? So, let's check this thing out, man. Let's see what's talking about.
I hope you don't disagree when I say that Steph Curry is a top 10 player to ever touch a basketball.
He is. Bro, the thing is, he changed the game. Like, all right, like, let me say this and then I'll get my rocks off.
Steph Curry is a top 10 player to ever touch a basketball. 4-time champ, 2-time MVP, finals MVP, face of a dynasty, revolutionized the sport. You know the deal. But over a decade ago, the thought that this dude could ascend to this level was absurd. He was just a kid with potential.
Hey, man, facts. You know what I'm saying? Just a kid from Davidson, bro. Just a kid from Davidson. Now, he didn't obviously live there, but he's a kid from Davidson. You feel me? Like, but anyways, man, yeah, bro. Steph Curry, bro. Like, if you don't have Steph Curry in your top 10, bro, your top 10 to me is invalid. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man is the greatest point guard to ever play basketball, bro. I don't care how you try to slice it and dice it. Sure, Magic got more rings than him. You know what I'm saying? Sure, he got more MVP. Like, well, bro, whatever. Finals, like, okay. You know what I'm saying? If you're at a park right now, who are you picking up? Steph Curry. You see Magic Johnson and Steph Curry standing side by each other. You have the last pick. Who are you picking up? Be real, bro. In 2026. I didn't say 19 whatever. I said 2026. Who are you picking up, bro? You're picking up Steph Curry, bro. This man is generational, bro. He literally changed the game of basketball, bro. That's what, for me personally, regardless of him being my favorite player, you know what I'm saying? Like, that specific reason is why I have him in my top 10. He has to be top 10. He changed the game of basketball, bro. He changed it. The reason why the basketball plays the way it is now is because of Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have him in your top 10. If you don't, bro, I don't want to hear your top 10. Respectfully.
A lot of potential.
Like, look at this, bro. I'm telling you, 2015, he was just on one. Babyface assassin.
Steph and the Warriors were underestimated. They were a young jump shooting team, a recipe that no one believed could ever win a championship. At least that was the belief. The chef went on to snap ankles on a nightly basis
it was 2015.
while taking shots that had his coach questioning reality. He won his first career MVP and followed it up with a playoff run that shook the NBA to its core. And yet, it's forgotten. Due to the whirlwind that was 2016 and everything that transpired afterwards, 2015 is buried in history, which is why I'm here to bring it back into the spotlight.
Yeah, folks don't talk about 2015 enough.
Of the Curry era.
His first ever championship, man. Like, my man won an MVP. Just literally what Shea just did last year. He won MVP and a championship in the same season, bro. Like, folks do not talk about this season enough. That beat was low-key tough.
With the 7th pick in the 2009 NBA draft, the Golden State Warriors select Stephen Curry from Davidson College.
Is folks booing?
Drafted 7th overall by Golden State in 2009, everyone knew Steph Curry had limitless potential. But the question whether he'd ever fulfill it was doubted, especially through his first few seasons.
Yeah.
In his sophomore year, Steph missed spurts of games due to right ankle injuries. During the offseason, he got surgery on it to repair torn ligaments in hopes of officially eliminating these issues.
Still kept happening.
It didn't. In just the second game of the 2012 season, he rolls his surgically repaired ankle, but misses just one game. Then in his third game back from injury, he sprains his right ankle again, and it looks bad.
Damn, what the fuck was Clay falling from?
Weeks, and upon his return, he played healthy for about 2 months before suffering a strained tendon in, you guessed it, his right foot. 10 days later, he was cleared to play, but it only lasted 4 games due to a month.
And you know what's so weird, bro? I hate to talk about me, but like, I don't have ankle issues no more when I hoop. Even though I don't hoop like that no more, like, I was really having ankle issues. Like, I kept tweaking my shit for no reason back in like during COVID and like probably 2021 as well. And out of nowhere, I started using an ankle brace or whatever. And out of nowhere, I just stopped tweaking it. But like, bro, I used to have ankle issues too, which is kind of weird because Steph Curry is my favorite player. But like, dude, that shit is no joke. Like, bro, the same way Steph Curry is tweaking his ankle, that shit would happen to me. I don't know what it is. It's like, it's almost like, I don't know. I might be the only one. This might be a weird take, but like, bro, when I used to play basketball and stuff, like, bro, like my feet would just give out sometimes on the court. Like my feet, not my legs, my feet. Like I would lose like balance in my feet. It's very weird, bro. Or it was very weird because it stopped happening to me. But yeah, bro, that shit used to be scary.
Sprained right ankle as he went on to
I don't know if I wasn't hydrated enough or what.
Games of the season. 1 month later, that right ankle went under the knife again. At this point, his career trajectory was a roll of the dice, a gamble that the Warriors were willing to take. They signed Steph to a 4-year, $44 million extension, which was seen by many as a risky investment, but it seemed to give Curry all the validation he needed. In 2013, the man was as healthy as he's ever been, leading Golden State to the postseason for the first time in 6 years, where he shot the lights out, upsetting the 3-seeded Nuggets in the first round, before falling to the Spurs in round 2.
This is Spurs, bro.
But still,
it was the Spurs, Dynasty Spurs.
Appearance put him on the radar, and most importantly, he's finally healthy. A return to the postseason in 2014 saw the Warriors fall to the Clippers in a round 1 war. It was disappointing, but in just their second playoff appearance of the decade, the Warriors have made serious noise against championship contenders. This young squad is only ascending, the pieces are in place, and they have a fresh head coach taking them to new heights. Well, not anymore. Just 3 days after their Game 7 loss, the Warriors bafflingly fire Mark Jackson, who just led the team to 2 playoff appearances in his 3 seasons as head coach.
And here's my thing with Mark Jackson. Like, obviously, we've heard a bunch of different reasons as to why he was fired. You know, the most famous one being he was like preaching the gospel in the locker rooms and stuff like that. And apparently, some people didn't like that shit. Obviously, Steph Curry had no problem with it because, you know, Steph Curry is very faith-based. But yeah, some people just didn't like it, bro. But at the same time, man, like, you got to appreciate Mark Jackson for what he did, man. But let's just be real. This is where you do have to give Steve Kerr the credit. He took the team to the next level. He just did. You know what I'm saying? He came in and he implemented an offense. That's just what it is.
A week later, they hired former player Steve Kerr, who had no coaching experience and was set on implementing a new play style over one that's already shown success. It was a sudden shock to the entire team. Steph was completely opposed to the idea, but it turned out to be one that would unlock the full superpowers of the baby-faced assassin.
Yeah. So you got to give Steve Kerr credit, bro. Folks like to hate on that, but
turns out Steve Kerr's style of play was tailor-made for this Warriors squad. The free-flowing up-tempo offense flowed to perfection, and with Steph seamlessly fitting in as the hub of the offense, Kerr gave him the greenest of green lights.
Like, you gotta think, Steve Kerr looked at Steph Curry and them at the, like, you gotta think, he came into the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came into it like, what can I do to take this team, who I see, we got some lethal shooters. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think, this man played with Jordan, so he already seen all types of offenses, how an offense can win a championship. He said, what can I do with some shooters? You feel me? That's why you have to give him credit, bro. Sure, this man can't coach for shit now. Like, I don't know, over the years he got CTE from all the championships he won. I don't know what happened. But Yeah, bro, he did it. He did it back then, bro. He did it back then, man. That's why it sucks that we had to get rid of Jordan Poole, because we could have had Jordan Poole and found another Clay or something. Like, you never know, bro.
It was all gas for the chef.
Not saying Poole's Curry, but
Curry for the lead.
How the floor feel, Paul? How the feel? Oh my gosh, come here. Midi, I remember that was a midi.
Puts his foot on the pedal, behind the back, plays it in. Iguodala push ahead. Curry down the lane, and he rammed it home.
How's that feel, Kyle? How's that feel, Lowry? Man, them jerseys had so much aura. Them Chinese jerseys.
Barnes for three, puts it in. Curry splits the defense behind the back, fires a three.
Bro didn't even look. Yeah, that move is still crazy to this day. To this day.
The dude was cooking. You couldn't turn your head away from the TV when Steph was playing. He was box office.
Facts.
Averaging 24, 4, 8, and 2 on red-hot efficiency while breaking the NBA single-season three-point record on the #1 team in the NBA. 3 years ago, we questioned whether he'd ever be healthy, if he'd fulfill whatever his potential might be. And thankfully, we now know it was one of a future MVP. As Steph was crowned in 2015.
Like, I'm saying, who would have thought after he was getting all them surgeries that my man's would have got an MVP? That is crazy.
One of a future MVP. As Steph was crowned the 2015 NBA Most Valuable Player. But this wasn't changing any narratives. Despite Curry and the Warriors' success, the media was adamant that a team that relied on jump shooting could never win a championship, with doubts that a small guard can lead them there, let alone one that relied on shooting. So there you have it. Wrap it up. The Warriors don't have a chance.
All right, bro. All right.
First on Curry's hit list were the 8-seeded Pelicans, led by big man Anthony Davis, also known as the Brow, except it was Curry who raised our brows in Game 1.
Curry from way downtown. Steph Curry is not the back. Curry to the basket again. Curry on the drive. Scoop layup. Surrounded. Another turnover.
I'll never forget about this series when Curry had that insane, like, was it? I don't remember if it was to tie the game or to win the game, but bro, that shot in the corner, y'all know what I'm talking about.
A light 34-point dish with some extra left-handed sauce on the side by the chef. Up 1-0 headed into Game 2, the Splash Bros combined to score half of the team's points to win by 10. Home court is protected. Now down in New Orleans, aiming to avoid an 0-3 deficit, the Pelicans soared off the crowd's energy, leading by as much as 17 with 6 minutes to go in the fourth. Against anybody else, this game's over. But not Golden State. This new high-octane offense, alongside one of the best defenses in the league, had the Pelicans in hell. In a 5-minute span, the Warriors managed to cut the lead down to 5 with less than 30 seconds to go. And the MVP is about to come alive.
Yup. Oh my gosh, this bro.
Curry hits a three. Oh, they're not dead yet. 2-point game. Chance to tie.
Just look at this, bro. Like that is, bro. How did he make that, bro? Like, I'm still asking that to this day. Oh, so yeah, it was to tie the game.
How is this not an and one? Not only does Steph get the shot over the double team and 6'10" AD's 27-foot wingspan, but he also gets clobbered by him in the process. And he still cashes it to tie the game. In overtime, he'd launch in another to give him 40 points, 5 boards, 9 assists, and a 3-0 series lead. With a chance to sweep in Game 4, Steph couldn't miss, showing off his range, handle, and underrated finishing ability on his way to a 38-point night. Take out the brooms, the Warriors are off to round 2.
Imagine if we had young AD, bro. He still won a chip that season, so it didn't matter, but...
The first round was nothing to write home about. Curry and his boys, as they should, took care of business. But now they have a real test. A veteran Grizzly squad led by Marc Gasol, Zach Randolph, and Mike Conley, who've been knocking on the door for years. Will finesse or grit prevail? In Game 1, it was the Young Guns who dazzled to draw first blood, but then the switch flipped. Game 2 at home saw Steph struggle mightily, shooting 7 for 19 from the field and just 2 for 11 from 3 in a 7-point loss.
That wasn't real.
And Game 3 was deja vu, as he went 8 for 21 from the field and 2 for 10 from 3 in another loss to go down 2-1. It just got real. This sudden shooting decline by Golden State was confirming every narrative we heard about the Warriors all season long.
Curry
This
was
is why jump shooting
swing,
teams don't win. When the game slows and the shots aren't going down, what else can they offer? Things were looking grim, down 2-1 entering Game 4 on the road in Memphis with no momentum on their side. This is the moment of truth. Under pressure, the MVP was unfazed as he came out swinging with a 21-point first half to put Golden State up 17. It stayed that way the rest of the game as the Chef finished with a highly efficient 33 points with 8 boards, 5 dimes, and a couple steals. He rose to the occasion, and this series is tied. In a pivotal Game 5 back in Oracle, the Human Torch wasn't extinguished.
Oh my gosh!
Down the hatch in just the
bing,
first quarter. The building was shaking. This is how quick a series can swing. It was pure dominance once again, as the Dubs take a 3-2 series lead. Now back in Memphis at the FedEx Forum for Game 6, it was time for Curry to pack these boys up and send them home.
Yep.
Oh man, Steph is ready. Terrific defensively. Curry.
Come here.
Again, they're rolling for 3. That's the Steph. Close out too late. Combined make 10 threes. Curry again.
Bro, his jump shot. It's crazy how different Curry's jump shot looks now. Oh yeah, this like damn near full court shot.
And he got it. What a turnaround. Curry the 3.
Curry is so
He's got
insane, bro.
aimbot in that right wrist, I swear. Who else is beaming 62-foot heaves in a closeout playoff game?
Dog.
Come on. Oh, and the stat line? 32 points, 6 boards, 10 dimes, and 8 trays.
And people say Curry not a real point guard. This nigga had 10 assists, bro. Like,
Were put to the test and passed. Next up, rocket science. In just their 3rd playoff appearance of the Curry era, the Warriors are in the conference finals for the first time in 40 years, as they're colliding with a Houston team led by revenge-driven MVP runner-up James Harden alongside one of the league's best big men in Dwight Howard. But they weren't prepped for what the Chef was cooking in Game 1. Tied at 95 with 6 minutes remaining, he gets to the rim and softly lays it home. Livingston finds him under the rim for
bro,
an
we
easy
always been beating Harden, bro. Like, Harden just, it didn't matter if it was with CP3 or not, bro. He just could never beat us, bro. It's just as simple as that, bro.
2, and on the next possession, he pulls
Shout
up
out to
heavily
Harden,
contested in transition.
Curry for 3. Bang!
Curry poured in 34 and 6 threes, and the Dubs go up 1-0. Game 2 was a pure spectacle put on by the MVPs. The Beard was sizzling with 39 points, but it wasn't enough as Steph prevails with 33 and the W, as the Warriors head onto the road looking to take a chokehold on the series. And that's exactly what they did. In fact, it was first-degree murder by Curry, who snapped for a 40-piece on 63% shooting and 78%
Terry was on the Rockets?
downtown in a 35-point massacre. The Rockets would rally behind a 45-point bomb by Harden to take Game 4 before Steph and the Dubs closed it out in front of their home crowd to clinch a finals berth for the first time in 4 decades. Playing on the biggest stage of his career, 30 showed no nerves, averaging 31 points, 5 boards, 6 dimes, and 2 steals on surgical efficiency. This dude is different. Round after round, the Warriors have shocked everyone, not only with how they're winning, but just the fact that they're winning, period. It's hard to believe that such a young team, led by a first-time head coach and a star that burst onto the scene just a couple years ago, could be on the cusp of a title. That said, it wasn't going to be an easy feat, as they're about to face the king sitting atop his throne.
Yeah. Yep. Here we go, man. Here we go. This is so crazy how time has flown by like this, bro.
This is a mouth-watering matchup.
Like, it's been more than a decade.
Versus the best player in the world under the bright lights of the NBA Finals. As advertised, Game 1 was a thriller. Cleveland leads by 1 with 3 minutes to go. Steph gets LeBron on him, drives, stops on a dime, and shakes him with Hakeem-like footwork before lacing the jumper. A couple minutes later, he slices inside and fills it up to go up 2 with less than 60 seconds left. The chef was frying. Unfortunately, the Cavs would get 2 free throws late from Mozgov to send the game to OT. Fortunately, they outscored Cleveland 10-2 in overtime to take Game 1, catching a bit of a break in the process. In the extra frame, Kyrie Irving fractured his kneecap, forcing him to miss the rest of the series.
How long was Kyrie out? I think I watched it in one of my other post 2K videos, like about the 2016 Cavs. But I think Kyrie was out till like midway through the next season.
Devastating. But hey,
I think I was about to say, what was the play that he even fractured? It was when he was driving on Klay Thompson, I think. Yeah.
You got to be good to be lucky, and lucky to be good. Game 2 was a repeat. This time it's Golden State down 2 in the final seconds. The ball finds Curry's hands and weaves through James and Thompson to get to the rim and in the finger roll to force overtime for the second consecutive game. However, this time around, it was Cleveland who reigned supreme behind a monster 39-16-11 night from LeBron to knot up the series at 1 game apiece. Bad news, the man was possessed once again on his home turf, spazzing for 40 points as the Warriors go down 2-1 for the second time this postseason.
Man, if LeBron would have pulled off this championship in 2015, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It would have been bad for Curry. I'll just be honest, bro. It would have been bad, bro. It would have been bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, we definitely don't look at Steph Curry the way we look at him today. At all. At all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, bro, LeBron would be talked about in a whole nother light. Because you lost Kyrie and you still want a chip?
With a lot of talk about the Curry stopper. Through 3 games, Steph hasn't played his best basketball, and the media was quick to proclaim that Matthew Dellavedova's high-effort defense was giving him problems, going as far as calling him Curry's kryptonite.
Yeah,
the kid was giving it his all, but guarding Steph is still hell. So much so that after Game 3, Dellavedova had to be hospitalized for dehydration and cramping. It seemed as though Steph was the one wearing him out. So, entering Game 4 looking to avoid a 3-1 deficit with an extra chip on his shoulder, the MVP played the insurance role. With a lead of just 3 late in the third, Curry put Tristan Thompson on skates and sidesteps for a 3 that hits nothing but nylon. In the fourth, he throws in a floater from the top of the key, and then with 8 to go, he pulls it back on the break, cashing another 3-ball to go up 13. How about those jump shots? Curry and the Warriors display their ability to perform under pressure once again, and this series is tied at 2, headed back to the Bay. The Oracle was shaking with a chance to get within 1 win of that Larry O.B. in what is without question the biggest game of Steph Curry's career. And throughout this series, we've yet to see him have that high-scoring breakout finals game. The MVP is due for an explosion. It was time to unleash the assassin.
And I'm agree, that's all that Curry really needed in this series to get the MVP. You know what I'm saying? Because you got LeBron. LeBron gonna be LeBron, bro. LeBron gonna be LeBron. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get his stats. You know what I'm saying? But if Curry would have just, and that, I'm gonna be real, that's how it kind of was even when we had KD. You know what I'm saying? I think it was even, especially 2017. Like, Curry really should have got that MVP. The finals MVP, I should say. But he just had 1 bad game, bro. He had 1 bad game, bro. Once you had that 1 bad game and then KD's not having a bad game, bro, he's gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's always been Curry's thing. It's not that he's not playing good or he's not the best player in the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just didn't have like that 1 explosive game where you can shift the narrative and you're like, dang, you got to give him the finals MVP. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, when people get on Curry for not having his finals MVP, I'm like, bro, you got to stop this, bro. You have to stop this. Talking about Andre Iguodala actually deserved it. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, this was the best player on the team, bro. This is the best player on the team. It's just the narrative at the end of the day. He didn't have an explosive game. He didn't have an explosive game in the finals. That's all it is. That's all it is, man.
Little shy. Curry steps back. Iguodala ahead to Curry. James in pursuit. Curry lays it in. Steph Curry on a pull-up. Knocks it down. Guard LeBron James and Messi. Curry again. This time it connects. Finds the shoot. Back out LeBron James. Puts up the 3. Gets it to go. LeBron James from way downtown. And the Cavs go up by 1. Harrison Barnes to be the guy.
Oh my days. One of Curry's greatest plays ever. That play and shot just has so much aura, bro.
Crossover, fires away. Wow! Another 3 from Curry.
Yep, come here.
Curry for 3.
Come here.
Exclamation point. The Warriors are 1 win away from their first NBA title in 40 years.
Steph went ballistic for 17 in the 4th quarter.
How many points did he have?
Torching Dellavedova on the perimeter. The handle, the threes, the range. I mean, these are bad shots for anyone else. But this dude's taking them and making them in clutch time of a pivotal finals game. He is one of them once, posting 37 points.
So he did have an explosive game. Bro, how did he not get the finals MVP, bro? Just because LeBron was averaging, I think LeBron was averaging like 36 or some shit like that. Something crazy. But okay. He still lost, bro. He still lost, dude. That's why I said it's all about narratives, bro. Even though Curry did actually have an explosive game, bro, it's all about narratives, bro. And a lot of people say it had to do with Steph Curry being with Under Armour and not with Nike. He's not a Nike athlete. You know, the NBA works with Nike. You feel me? They ain't fucking with nobody else. They want a Nike athlete having that shit. You feel me? It is what it is, bro.
7 threes on the night. Curry
got robbed.
This moment, and he can taste it. One more win. Closing out the finals on the road is going to be a tough task, but with Steph rolling, maybe not. The MVP was still hot from Game 5, pouring in 9 points and dishing out 3 dimes in the first quarter. But the Cavs kept it tight, getting within 2 by halftime. In the third, the Warriors began to pull away, flexing their depth from Clay to Draymond, Iguodala, and Livingston. Curry was the main man, but none of this was possible without the rest of the squad.
That's a
who
fact.
got their lead up to a dozen as they sat just 12 minutes away from the top of the mountain. It's hard to think that just 3 years ago, Steph was battling to stay on the floor, wondering if he'd ever be healthy enough to fulfill his potential, to show the world what he was made of. And sure enough, through all doubt, here he was, putting the finishing touches on a dream season that came sooner than anyone expected, and what we now know as the first of many, and the beginning of everything.
Yep.
Steph is hurt. Steph Curry is hurt.
Same ankle.
He went straight down and never moved.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
It was them damn Nikes.
Curry dribbling off his leg.
Oh, my goodness. Steph Curry his ankle coming out of the pack. Oh, this is just heartbreaking is all I can say.
As soon as he put on them Under Armours, that boy was good. He was Gucci.
Kia NBA MVP, Steph Curry.
Comes up short, offensive rebound. Curry again. And Curry hits a three. Shot up, no call that way. Curry flips it the other way. And he got it. The guy catching the basketball.
I'm still not over that play, bro.
Steph Curry with some magic. And the dream season is now complete. The Golden State Warriors are the 2015 NBA champions. Their first title.
Look at Riley.
And how sweet it must be for those crazy loyal Bay Area fans.
I'm just going to say
It feels great, doesn't it? It feels so great. Yeah. Man, 2015 Curry. Shout out to Post 2K, man. This is a beautiful video, man. Gotta give the cheers, bro. Gotta give the cheers. Shout out to Post 2K. Love the work, bro. Love the work as always, man. Curry was robbed of that Finals MVP. Shout out to Post 2K for actually not putting that into the video because, I really didn't even want to have to talk about it no more. You know what I'm saying? Curry deserved it, and he was robbed, bro. Even Andre Iguodala knows damn well that does not belong to him, bro. Shout out to Iggy, but he knows damn well that shit don't belong to him. That belongs to 30. Facts. But at least Curry got his in 2022, and one more on the way to come. Shout out to Post 2K.